Okay, we're still in 1B notes. You can see the title of this last page is Parallel Lines Transversals, which is what we've been doing. And now we're going to add a little algebra to it. So if I look at the directions, it tells me L is parallel to M. Line L is parallel to line M. When you see that, when you know that this is a fact, then all of those angle pairs that we've been talking about the last 2 days apply. Classify the marked angle pair, and marked by meaning either it's an algebra expression or a number, and give their relationship, then solve for x. So this relationship in angle pair, that's deciding what kind of angle pair is it. In the first set of notes, we went through the relationships between these, and so I just took a little note card and I wrote down those relationships so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth, so you might want to do that. So I'm going to look at these, number one here. So this angle here and this angle, remember I kind of go through that flow chart in my head. Are they on interior, are they exterior, or one of each? And we can see here that this is in and this is x, so there's one of each. They're in the same positions, so these angles are corresponding. And I know from my notes before that corresponding angles are equal. So this angle of 5x minus 2 will equal 58. So these tell us how to set up the equation to solve for x. So once I've done that, I get x equals 12. That's my final answer. Okay. Number two. Again, looking at what kind of angle pair it is, we can see that they're both exterior and they are on alternate sides of this transversal here. So alternate exterior angles are equal. Alternate exteriors. So 16x plus 22 is going to equal 134. Subtract 22 and divide x equals 7. Now sometimes they'll ask you to go back and plug it in, find something other than x, but this page is just solving for x. Okay, let's try another one. Number 3. When I look at number 3, these two angles here are both interior, and once they're interior, I just have to decide, are they alternate or are they the same side? So they're on alternate sides of the transversal, so they're alternate interior. They're also going to be equal to each other. So this expression, 7x minus 1, which is that angle, is going to equal 125. When you solve then, you end up with x equals 18. Okay, so it's that same way every time. Let's try number 4, and then I'll let you do the rest here. So these two angles here are both interior, and they are on the same side. So these are same side interior. Oops, sorry, I forgot to write this one here. Alternate interior. Same side interior, when I look at my little cheat card here, same side interior, they're going to add to be 180. So I'm just going to take this expression, 9x plus 2, plus the other angle, which is 133. Those two are going to total 180 degrees. Okay, put my like terms together first. Subtract the 135. And the value of x equals 5. Okay, so I want you to stop the video now, and I want you to do 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'll show you the answers, and we'll complete with number 9 down here. So pause the video, and then I'll show you your answers when you're done. All right, so here are the answers for 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see here we've got number 5, our alternate exterior. Do you see how important it is to actually being able to identify? Because once you can identify, You just use this little card and you know exactly what to do. So alternate exterior are going to be equal to each other. Number 6, correspondings are going to be equal, so I set that one equal to each other. Alternate interior are going to be equal to each other again. And consecutive or same side exterior are going to add up to be 180. So this one plus this one totals 180. And there are your values for x. The last one I want to do is how do you find the values of x and y? It's telling me in the directions that L is parallel to M, and we want to find x and y. So we have to figure out, you can't do in an equation both x and y. So we have to find the relationship between angles that have an x in it, and then this is the only one that has a y, so we'll deal with that last. So these two values or expressions that have an x in them are both interior, and they're on alternate sides. So they are alternate interior, and we know alternate interior angles are equal. So I'm going to write an expression that says, or an equation, 8x minus 31 equals 6x plus 3. All right, so let's do a little figure in here. This should be the easy part for you. All right, so there's half the problem. I've done x equals 17. Now, knowing that, I can plug that back in, and that will tell me exactly how many degrees this angle is. Okay, so when I plug it back in, I'm going to get 8 times 17 minus 31. Okay, when I do that, that value, I don't even know what it is. 17 times 8. $136 minus 31. It's going to give me 105. Now, what is 105 on my picture? Well, I substituted for x, so this angle right here is 105, as is this one also. So I could have substituted in there and got the same answer. Okay. Now, how am I going to find y? What's the relationship between the angle that we know and the expression with y in it? Okay, going this direction, these two are a linear pair. Linear pairs are going to add up to be 180. I could go this direction also. These are same side interior, and they're also going to be supplementary or add up to be 180. So either way, I'm going to get the same equation, where I'm going to take 5y plus 35 plus the other angle that I know. Those are the two linear pairs that will add up to be 180 degrees. Okay, so I've got some like terms here. I'm going to add together. Whoops, plus 140 equals 180. Subtract. So y equals 8. So I got an x value of 17, y of 8. I'm done. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and practice the practice problems for 1B.